Good morning.
No, not good morning. At this point, I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone, please. Enough time has gone by where it's valid to leave me alone. I beg of you, truly. That's my only request. Leave me alone. Be miserable somewhere else.
It looks like Justin Bieber just cannot handle watching Selena Gomez move on. And this time, it has gone way past quiet jealousy. As Selena and Benny Blanco's fairy tale wedding became the talk of the town, insiders say Justin completely lost his cool behind the scenes. What should have been a happy moment for his ex turned into a full-blown crisis in the Bieber household. According to multiple reports, Justin was so upset over Selena's wedding that he started acting out in ways that left his wife, Hailey Bieber, completely humiliated and heartbroken. Apparently, Justin's emotions hit their peak when photos and clips from the wedding weekend began flooding social media. Seeing Selena glowing and in love, surrounded by her friends like Taylor Swift and Paul Rudd, reportedly sent him into a tailspin. While he has been married to Hailey for years, and they even share a child together, people close to them claim Justin's unresolved feelings for Selena have always caused tension. And now, with Selena officially tying the knot, all those emotions came bubbling back to the surface. Sources say Hailey tried to calm him down, but Justin's fixation on Selena's big day only made things worse. At one point, he allegedly made desperate calls and messages trying to get information about the wedding, which embarrassed Hailey deeply. She has reportedly been frustrated for a long time with how Justin still lets Selena's name affect him, and this incident only made that frustration boil over. Fans online have noticed the shift in energy too. While Selena's side of the internet was filled with love, laughter, and support for the newlyweds, the Bieber camp seemed tense and off balance. The irony is painful. Years after marrying Hailey, Justin is still letting his past control his present. As Selena celebrates her happily ever after, it seems Justin and Hailey's relationship is feeling the strain like never before. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez's story is one that most people grew up watching unfold in real time. It all began in 2010 when they were both still teenagers, young and wildly famous, caught in a love story that felt straight out of a movie. They were the couple everyone talked about, the one people made fan edits and hashtags for. When they showed up on red carpets together, it felt like pop culture history in the making. Selena was America's sweetheart and Justin the global heartthrob. Together, they were magic. But like most fairy tales that play out in the public eye, theirs had its share of heartbreak. Behind the smiles and public appearances, there was chaos, confusion, and a lot of growing up still to do. They broke up and got back together more times than anyone could count. One minute, they were spotted laughing on a yacht. The next, they had unfollowed each other on social media. It was messy, emotional, and incredibly human. They loved each other deeply, but they were also kids trying to figure themselves out under constant scrutiny. When they finally ended things for good, everyone thought that was the closure they both needed. Then, almost out of nowhere, Justin married Hailey Baldwin. It was quick and unexpected. And while it looked like he was moving forward, something about it never felt settled. Fans noticed it. The media noticed it. Even Hailey seemed to feel it. Justin may have been married, but he didn't always seem happy. There were moments where he looked distant, lost, or even sad when the topic of Selena came up. Selena, on the other hand, took her time. She stayed single for a while, focused on herself, her mental health, her friendships, and her music. She learned to love herself again. By the time she found love with Benny Blanco, she had completely transformed. She was glowing, confident, and at peace. The irony of it all is that Justin was the first to move on, yet Selena was the one who truly healed. She found joy again without needing to look back. Meanwhile, Justin, despite having the picture-perfect life with fame, money, and a family, still seemed haunted by what once was. Lately, things between Justin and Hailey Bieber have been far from picture-perfect. What once looked like a solid marriage has reportedly turned tense and complicated, with multiple sources claiming the couple has been going through a rough patch. People close to them say there have been arguments, emotional distance, and moments where it feels like they are living separate lives even when under the same roof. Some believe the trouble started when Justin began working on his latest album, Swag. The creative process took over his entire life, leaving little room for anything else. He gets completely consumed by his music, and this time was no different. The long nights in the studio, the pressure to make a comeback, and the emotional toll of recording started weighing heavily on their relationship. Hailey reportedly felt neglected and shut out, while Justin buried himself in work as distraction. But others claim the real strain came from something far more personal: Selena moving on for good. When news broke about Selena's engagement and wedding to Benny Blanco, Justin's reaction was reportedly intense. Friends say he struggled with seeing the woman who defined so much of his past step fully into her future without him. Even if he never admits it publicly, it clearly hit a nerve. Hailey, meanwhile, has been trying to hold everything together while facing the fallout. Watching her husband emotionally spiral over his ex's happiness cannot be easy, and insiders say it has left her feeling embarrassed and exhausted. Between Justin's creative stress and emotional baggage, the marriage has been on shaky ground. Some days they seem to be trying to fix things, and other days it looks like they are just pretending everything is fine. Fans have noticed it too. Their public appearances feel tense, their chemistry off, and the sparkle that once made them Hollywood's golden couple seems to be fading. Selena Gomez has been refreshingly open about what her past relationship with Justin was really like, and it was far from the fairy tale people imagined. For years they were seen as this iconic pop couple, young, famous, and wrapped up in each other. But behind the smiles and headlines, things were messy. Selena has admitted her time with Justin was emotionally draining and often toxic, a cycle of love, confusion, and heartbreak that took years to recover from. In interviews, and in her documentary My Mind and Me, she explained how she had to completely rebuild herself after the relationship ended. It took therapy, time, and reflection to finally heal and understand that love is not supposed to hurt. She spent years working on her mental health, finding confidence again, and learning boundaries. And when she finally found peace, love found her unexpectedly through Benny Blanco. From the start, Benny has treated Selena differently. Their relationship is calm, real, and full of mutual respect. They are both creative souls, but without competition or drama. They have spoken about their dynamic in interviews, describing open communication, support, and space to grow. Benny constantly praises Selena for who she is, and the way he looks at her shows genuine adoration. Fans have noticed how much she has changed since being with him. She laughs more, glows differently, and carries herself with the quiet confidence of someone finally loved the right way. For Selena, their relationship feels like a full circle moment, a chance to rewrite what love means after years of pain. Meanwhile, sources say watching Selena so happy has not been easy for Justin. For so long she was the one trying to move on, but now the tables have turned. She has everything she once dreamed of: peace, love, stability, and he is left realizing she found the happiness he could never give her. While Selena was busy preparing for the most beautiful moment of her life, her wedding to Benny Blanco, rumor has it Justin was falling apart behind the scenes. Sources claim that as soon as word spread about Selena's big day, he became anxious, emotional, and even tried to find ways to interfere or stop it from happening. None of it worked. Selena went ahead with her plans, glowing and unbothered, while Justin was left spiraling and making Hailey more embarrassed than ever. Insiders say he could not stand the idea of Selena walking down the aisle to someone else. He allegedly mocked Benny and reached out to mutual friends for updates about the ceremony, making things awkward. Hailey was reportedly furious, asking him to let it go and focus on their own marriage instead of obsessing over the past. But he seemed unable to stop. He was moody, restless, and visibly affected by Selena's wedding in ways that should not have mattered anymore. For Hailey, it was beyond humiliating. Here she was, married to Justin, raising their child, trying to keep their home stable, while her husband spiraled over his ex's happiness. She has stood by him through mental health struggles, burnout, and fame pressure. But insiders say she is now running out of patience. Friends claim she is tired of always calming him down, or mothering him whenever something sets him off. With a baby to think about, She reportedly feels it is time for Justin to grow up and be fully present. The situation has become painfully public. Every move Justin makes is dissected online, and the narrative that he is still hung up on Selena has taken on a life of its own. Fans point out his distant demeanor with Hailey and the timing of his meltdown over Selena's wedding. It has fueled speculation their marriage is hanging by a thread. Selena, meanwhile, is fully aware of the rumors about Justin's reaction to her wedding, but she has chosen to rise above it. People close to her say she made a conscious decision not to comment or engage, determined not to be pulled back into drama that once hurt her deeply. She reportedly feels for Hailey, knowing how ugly public comparisons and online harassment can become. Earlier in the year, when fan tensions between the women escalated, Selena even asked fans to stop the hate. Now, with fresh speculation swirling, she is staying silent and focused on her marriage and peace. She has told her team not to respond to press narratives and to let the noise fade. Her attitude is simple: protect her peace. She knows she is not responsible for Justin's emotions or what happens in his marriage. That chapter of her life is over. No matter what Justin may have felt, nothing could stop Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding from being the dreamy, star-studded celebration it was. Their ceremony in Santa Barbara was romantic, joyful, and filled with the people who truly love them. About 170 guests attended, including Taylor Swift, Paul Rudd, Steve Martin, Martin Short, Paris Hilton, Ed Sheeran, Ashley Park, and David Henry. Selena's family came from Texas. Benny's circle was present, and her only murders in the building co-stars stood by her side as she said, "I do." The ceremony was deeply emotional. Selena reportedly cried tears of overwhelming joy as she walked down the aisle, while Benny kept his vows heartfelt and light. There was not a dry eye in the room. For longtime fans, the moment felt symbolic, a true beginning after years of growth and healing. The wedding weekend began with an intimate rehearsal dinner at Hope Ranch, honoring the couple's early dating memories with Thai food, including their favorite pad Thai. The reception was lively and relaxed inside a beautifully decorated tent filled with cocktail tables and mingling guests. The meal featured sushi, fish, and steak, followed by an elaborate ice cream sundae bar that delighted everyone. Mark Ronson DJ'd as guests danced late into the night. At one point, celebrities joined in a joyful aura dance barefoot under the lights. The atmosphere was pure celebration, not flashy, just genuine love and connection. For Selena, it was everything her heart had waited for. She has called Benny her safe space, and their wedding reflected exactly that. So while Justin struggled to process losing the woman he once loved, Selena stepped into a new chapter filled with peace and stability. Her wedding was not just the event of the year. It was closure, triumph, and the start of a life built on the kind of love she always deserved.